Namaskar, friends. We have seen open tender, limited tender, and all. Now, in those tenders, there are single bid or two bid systems. In fact, briefly, I have told we are going to see in detail on that. What is meant by two bid system? See, you collect simultaneously technical bid separately and financial bid separately. You have two different envelopes. Suppose you get through email in the sense CPPP portal. So there they can apply same time, but you can't open financial bid before completing the technical bid work. So that is the e-procurement thing. So only technical bid date you can open. Once you select those who have been qualified in the technical bid, only their case can be opened in the financial bid. But they would have entered and submitted before the last date both the things simultaneously. But nobody can see. It is encrypted. Nobody can open it also. On the date only it will be allowed to be opened. Okay. Same way, manually when you do, you collect two different envelopes. One is superscribed as tender details, etc. with technical bid, with the naming as technical bid. Another is tender name, etc. with financial bid. So with that, financial bid envelopes will be kept separately and technical bids has to be opened by the tender evaluation committee, and or opening committee they will have separately. They will open and sign, and then that will be sent to tender evaluation committee. It all depends upon the volume of work in a department. So that committee, so tender evaluation committee will examine and call the parties to show the proof if required, call the party to give demonstration if required. It is all if required only. And then with the available material, whatever they have submitted proof, they will recommend who have all qualified in the tender evaluation. Now, at this point in time, the tender evaluation committee can ask for clarification if they so require. Nothing wrong. And any clarification or any proof should be valid on the date of closing of the tender, that is before opening of the technical evaluation bid, technical bid. That is important. So I will give one example. Suppose you give condition as you should have supplied 100 machines before quoting to us. That means you are so expert, you already supplied 100 machines in this line. So now they give a list of agencies or entities, companies, government departments who have been supplied up to the date, up to the closing date of the tender. They give something. So now when the committee goes through the document, they find 100 you told it is not matching, the total doesn't come to 100. So they ask for proper document. When they give the proper document, that should contain proof of supply of 100 machines of your specification to various agencies, proof with the purchase order or delivery challan, something like that copy, which were all dated prior to the closing date of in the current tender. Suppose some for one item or two items are supplied after the closing of the tender bid date, closing of the bid. No, he is not qualified because minimum required as per your condition is he should have supplied already 100 machines. This is example. So some people say no, you can't ask anything. No, you can ask, and all those queries, clarification should be valid on the date of, that is just one day prior to the date of the closing of bid. That is important because you do after 1 month or 2 months, they have completed now, so they are not eligible. That has to be very clearly. When I say this, my experience I will say one similar case, because it is a I was working in Nixie as a senior manager. I was one of the committee members, of technical evaluation committee members, where a 3-year contract was to be given to some companies. And technical evaluation, there were only 2 people who were eligible. In that, one party was to be called to clarify certain points. And that, it was not clear. It was online bid. The print scan copy was not clear. So people said, no, it is not clear. We should not accept. I said, no, we'll call for a document. They have sent again. It was the eligibility, etc. Whatever experience they say was prior to the closing date. They have sufficient eligibility. So with that, the fresh copy, whatever I got, is clear. With that, we recommended these 2 parties are qualified for next level of bid, that is financial bid. Financial bid they already given, nobody knows. There were some 4-6 parties, in that only 2 were eligible. Other parties were rejected. So other parties' financial bid is not going to be open. Now the question arises, the party, when we were doing this process, we got n number of letters by some so-called lawyer that this committee is seeking clarification, seeking letters, trying to interact with the party unnecessarily. So many things letters we got. Our committee member, no, why you get into all those, we will just close, we will not. I said, no, there is no need for putting committee then. If you were to just see, it is not clear, reject, the system will do. Why human committee is made? You play fairly. Don't do anything with malified intention. With a bona fide intention, you try to be fair enough to, you follow the rule, and any minor thing, doubt, anything, you ask for proper clarification, etc. What happened? This queries were, so I was actually convincing my committee chairman and other members also. We were 4 members, 1 chairman, 3 members, and they agreed to my view. So we have recommended 2 parties being selected for next level of evaluation, that is for financial bid. This one party who has raised complaint again that you cannot seek any clarification or write to any party. They were trying to cast aspersion that the committee has got something and all. But I was not bothered at all. As long as we are honest, why you should bother? Okay, now, what happened was, they went to High Court with a writ. Fortunately, High Court has asked for details. They did not stay the process. And it so happened, the party which went to High Court quoted monthly rate of some 30 lakhs, whereas the party, the second party, with whom we had to interact and get some documents, which were all valid prior to the closing of the tender. So with that, we have accepted. And it quoted around 21 or 22 lakhs. So there were some 30% difference, more than 30% difference in the tender, first and second tender. So again he went to the court to stay, seeking stay. Court did not stay. But other people in the committee, in the office, they said no. They were trying to say, why Manoharan, we should have avoided. People are afraid, nothing else. They were trying to, I said, nothing wrong. We have not done anything wrong. We will fight the case. Our departmental lawyer, I explained, he said he fully supported my case. He said nothing wrong. Whatever you have done is right only. We will fight the case. Somehow some 2-3 sittings, some 2 months we have to wait for closing it because it is under, though we have opened everything, the selected party is the party who has not gone to the court. So we are not notified because it is subsidized. The court is hearing. So we are kept, both the parties know very well. Their rates are known. So who is going to be selected, they know. So court finally, when the second or third sitting, actual hearing came, same day they dismissed the case. We find no reason to interfere with the decision of the procuring authority. That is a fantastic decision. And people, I said, see, my stand was vindicated. The people are very happy. The next party was selected and it was going. The why I am telling is technical evaluation is very important part where the committee has to use, the committee members have to use, apply their mind while processing fairly, not for any doing corrupt or wrongful thing. Finally, that party 3 years they were going on for whatever work we have given. Okay, so technical evaluation committee's role is so important. So 2-bit system, you have to see these things, and once they are selected, now out of the 5-6 parties, only 2 people were eligible. We have recommended. So remaining 3 people financial bids were not open. Only these 2 people financial bids were opened by the financial bid evaluation committee. So with there are certain rules. Erasing should not be. Nowadays all online, so error won't be there. But if there is a mismatch, what is written in the word will be the final thing, not in the figure. There are certain rules. So those things we will discuss in detail about the tender important conditions. Okay. Now second stage we are opening like this, and EMD related things also we will discuss separately. Normally the EMD of people who have not been selected in the technical evaluation have to be written immediately, and afterwards you don't need to keep because they are anyway not going to be considered at the financial level. So remaining party who have been selected in the technical evaluation, their EMD has to be retained, and it should not be retained unduly longer period because the government does not pay any interest. Those EMD related we are going to discuss in a separate video. Okay, this is 2-bit system of tendering. It applies to open tender and limited tender also. Thank you. We will see in the next video about other things.